Many large trees have natural sort of gutterings, so the water flow off the bark runs down in a particular channel. In this case we have here a sycamore, and you can see that where the water is all joining and then eventually pouring out down across the bark, it's had a substantial effect upon the bark itself, plus the distribution of things like algae and moss. Some trees, such as the pine trees and the oaks, have acidic bark, and there the water channel coming off would have a detrimental effect upon plant growth and also the small animals, the insects, from the acidity. Tree is showing the same phenomenon. You can see where there are notches in the tree where plants will accumulate, and sometimes pools of water. Those pools of water, because of the breakdown of the leaves, become very lacking in oxygen, become anaerobic. What you get then is hydrogen sulfide developing. So the typical bad smell that you get if you empty the water out of these pools that you find within trees. Because when it rains, these will overflow, and that toxic chemicals will then go over the bark of the tree. So here we can see stains that are due to this overflow. In some trees, such as lime, the bark gives off a sort of soapy substance. At the bottom of the tree, at the bottom of these natural gutters, you get a white froth. So clearly having some chemical effect. These drainage channels are most obvious on these smooth-barked trees. Here you can see that the drainage channel has been the last place to be wet after a long dry spell. See all that, the slug debris there, slime trails. What can be very interesting is you do come across these pockets of water where branches have fallen out, etc. on trees. If you remove the contents and put them onto a tray and leave them overnight, then in the morning you'll probably find that there are some trails in amongst it. And if you look closely, you'll see that those are normally maggots. They are the rat-tailed maggots who don't use oxygen from the toxic fluid full of hydrogen sulfide. They have a rat's tail, which is actually a little siphon or a snorkel which takes oxygen from the air. They are the larvae of a type of hoverfly, but they're very much adapted to live in these toxic conditions you get where leaf debris has rotted in little pools within trees.